Everyone, it's a brand new day and it's a brand new episode of Sister Sister right here on Channel 1 TV. If you're listening to us, this is 97.3 City FM. My name is Kata. I'm so excited to be here with you this day because we have new letters that have been sent to us that you want us to read and help you solve those problems that you go through in relationships. In case you're just joining us for the first time and you're wondering what is this show about, this is Sister Sister. And Sister Sister is the longest running relationship show on air where we get to read letters that you have sent to us concerning your relationships. And we read it and we try to talk about it and help you find solutions to these problems. We might not entirely find all the solutions, but we can actually guide you in some things and also, ask you to get help from professionals. But anyway, I'm saying we because I don't do this alone. We have sisters that join me on the show, and I call them my sisters. This show was sponsored by Gino. A very big thank you to Gino for sponsoring this show, and we really appreciate it. And if you're not using Gino while cooking, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you like to, I don't know what your taste buds feel like. Just eating any food that is not Gino or anything that does not have, any ingredient from Gino. You should be looking out for any Gino ingredient. We have Gino pepper, we have the Gino spices, we have Gino rice. Go out there and look for Gino. Wow, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, I will be introducing the sisters.
It's the Indomitable Hero Pack promo.
The goal is to win a trip to Disneyland Paris. We all have 8 comic books, right?
I have won a PS5 in the weekly draw by entering the code through the USSD.
I won a TV last week and that is so happy.
I just entered my 8 code to indomigana.com. I cannot wait to win my bicycle.
I really hope I'll win my tablet. Now, what we all need is the final comic book to enter the grand lucky draw to go to Disneyland Paris. The hunt starts now.
Allez! Buy Indomie Hero Packs. Collect all 9 comic books to enter the grand draw and win amazing prizes, including a trip to Disneyland Paris in the Indomitable Hero Pack promo.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. This advert is FDA approved.
Kudos, remember what I told you. Whenever you face a challenge, never chicken pout.
Just eat the chicken.
No.
Use Kivo 100% natural 3-in-1 mix of ginger, garlic, and onion powder for steaming all your delicious meat, fish, and chicken, and also good for stews and soups. No salt, no MSG, no preservatives. It's 100% natural 3-in-1 mix.
I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 100% natural ginger, garlic, and onion powder. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
All right, you're welcome back. It's still Sister Sister right here on Channel 1 TV and City 97.3 FM. So it's actually Pink October. That is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I would just like to remind each and every one, if you're a woman, you're a man, go out there and get checked. It's important for us to get checked because early detection actually helps save lives. If you're a woman above 40, or from 40 and above, just go out there and any hospital facility and ask for a mammogram test. And if you're under 40, go for an ultrasound. And after your period, you can just do the home test by yourself. There are a series of, things that we've been doing on Channel 1 that will actually help you get tested or get you, alerted in everything that you are doing concerning your breast. It's very important for us to check, and it's very important for us to talk about this. But then again, this is Sister Sister. And if you want to send in your letter, send it via sistersisterislive@gmail.com. Now, it's time for me to introduce the sisters. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, let's get straight into it. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the sisters. Rosie!
Hi, Chris.
And Jovi, who had disappeared for a very long time.
Right.
Welcome back, prodigal child.
Thank
We missed you.
I miss you too.
Okay, and Dr. Ethel.
Yes.
Dr. Ethel, how are you?
I'm well. How are you too?
It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, ladies, and I hope you are, checking yourselves, getting tested.
I'm there too.
Doing-
The breast is a very important feature of the woman's
Right.
body, so it's important that you get it checked.
Yeah,
We shouldn't just wait for the month of October. It's something that we should do periodically.
right.
Yeah.
And those who are married and have partners, make it fun. Let them know how to check. Let them check it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can assure you there'll be benefits after. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
You really had to go there.
That was an important
You really had to go there.
Yes.
No, but it's actually very important for us to take this thing seriously because the doctors on, that have visited Channel 1, especially Breakfast Daily, have told us that it's important to get checked early because the earlier you see anything, you can actually save the breast.
Right.
It doesn't always result to cutting the breast always. But people think, oh, Charlie, if I see something, they're going to cut my breast. So the earlier, the better. So if you're watching, if you're a woman, please take it seriously. And the men too. Men also get breast cancer. In as much as it's not it's not a lot as the women, they also get breast cancer. Please get checked.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, we have our letters. Are we ready for our letters?
Ready.
Okay, let's get straight into it. So, dear sisters, I've been in a romantic relationship with my boss for the past 5 years. Throughout that time, he has taken good care of me, emotionally, physically, and financially. He even extended his generosity to my family, and honestly, I never lacked anything. From the start, we agreed on one thing. Whenever I found the man I truly wanted to marry, I would introduce him and he would respectfully part ways. Not long ago, I met a fine gentleman. He is calm, hardworking, comfortable in life, and above all, he loves me dearly. We planned our wedding, and ironically, it was my boss who paid for almost everything. The ceremony was sacred and beautiful, and I must say, I'm truly happy in my marriage. I still work for my boss, but just a month ago, he approached me and said he wants us to continue from where we left off. He has given me 2 conditions. Either I agree or I lose my well-paying, decent job. Sisters, I'm torn. I truly love my husband and I don't want to break his heart. At the same time, I'm afraid of being unemployed. My husband is working, yes, but I'm worried about losing my financial independence. What should I do? Please, I need your guidance. For the sake of this letter, call me Adom. Adom needs help.
Take it away.
All right, take it away, Dr. Ethel.
I was hoping Rosie will, but I don't know why people set themselves up into a thing like this and deceive ourselves that, it's just going to be for this and that. And, we make it look like it's very mechanical. We forget the emotions that are involved. So you are in a relationship with your boss and you thought that you would sit down and have this plan that, we would do it for just this time. And then when I am ready to marry, you go, I go. Clearly, it doesn't work that way. It will get to a point where, the emotions are going to roll to places that you can't control. And clearly you can see from what is happening that, yes, you think that you have had what you want and you want to move on. Yes, you've had somebody who loves you so much, but now this thing is dragging you back. He wants you to go back to that thing that, you used to give him. I think that it's not going to help you. So straightforward, I would say, don't do it. You know that you now want to chase keeping your relationship with your husband healthy, in that case, it means that you have to let certain things go. If it means that you lose that job, if that's the only way, if there's no protocol that you can go through that can save your job and keep you in it, and so that you can also stay away, that I think that you may have to change jobs. Because yes, you have committed yourself to something, built it to a point, and I understand the man. Yes, I have been having this free. Why are you, by some, enjoyment that you are now having, you have moved on, I haven't moved on. So I think that she will have to look at herself again, look at what she really wants, leave all of that and move on to something better. I'm happy that she loves her husband and she wants to focus on that. That's a good thing to do. So please, he's not going to stop. He's never going to allow you to be. And it's possible that you yourself are having, still having feelings. It's not entirely gone. So to be there is to set up yourself for trouble. So I will say that she really needs to be strong at this point for herself and for her marriage. And because yes, we get ourselves into things and we realize that, oh, that was a mistake. I don't want to be on that path anymore. And now you really have to do a lot of work on yourself, on your emotions, on boundaries, so that you can keep away a person like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Ajabi, what are your thoughts?
First, I'll start off with a disclaimer. I'm not a counselor, neither am I a therapist. I'll leave the counseling and the therapy to Doc and Rosie. I speak as an ordinary person on your social media platform, an ordinary person next door, your neighbor, And for that, I say that, why are you sleeping with your boss in the first place? Okay, that is gone. She says she loves her husband. Yes, you love your husband, but you don't respect your husband. Because if you respected your husband, you wouldn't get married to him and still be in the job where a job with your ex. Because your boss is clearly your ex. And I'm not sure how difficult this is, this decision is difficult to make. Because obviously, if you have some good qualifications, not even the qualifications, if you have some good experience, of course, you can get a job. If you can't get a job, you can start yourself up with something. If this job has been well paying over the years, obviously you've saved enough, to set yourself up.
Especially for the fact it's well paying.
Thank you, my love. So you can obviously do something by yourself. So I don't see how difficult this is if you're determined to actually work on your marriage and you love your husband. But I'm not married, but I can tell you that men don't really need love like that. They need respect. That's a little I know. So if that happens to be true, then you don't respect this man. Because if you did, you would leave that job. You wouldn't even go back there, right after marriage. You had a thing with your boss. We get it. Maybe you were young. I won't call it a mistake because I believe that we all have choices in life. You are fully aware of what you were doing. You got yourself into it. So you face the music, you dance to it, you find ways and means of getting out of it. I can only tell you that this is not a difficult decision to make. You get to decide, do you want to save your marriage? Do you want to work on your marriage? Do you respect this man that you call your husband? If the answer is yes, then you obviously have your answer. It's as simple as that.
All right. Rosie, is it as simple as that?
My sisters have done a good job. But first and foremost, let me also say thank you to Ednora Casuals. She's been clothing me for the show. Very nice outfit. Check her out on Instagram. Yes. I'm sure you'll find her. This decision, let me start from where she ended. I think it shouldn't be a difficult decision at all. It shouldn't. And this is a decision she should have taken before it was even presented to her. Because one, I've always spoken about sleeping with your boss in the office. That's why for some companies, they have clauses against this internal affairs. Now, if you are sleeping with your boss, you better make sure that it is a relationship that's going to end in a committed one. not one that could expire, or it should be something that you are doing calculatedly.
Knowing that we love each other, we're going to get married.
We're going to get married. Not somebody who's already incumbent. Not a property that already has title elsewhere.
Yeah.
You understand? Make sure maybe he's your boss, maybe he's a single man, he's your boss, and you are trying hard to sort of like land him precope. You understand? Then you know that you are being smart. But once you are playing around with a property that has somebody's title already registered, and this is the same person that you are working with, it's like working in the office with a landlord. I don't understand you. So you are playing with fire to begin with. Now, this man at least was nice to you and gave you a gentleman agreement that, look, listen, when you find somebody, I don't know why women are so gullible when it comes to statements like that. But she is even lucky that the man actually went ahead and did the needful when she was getting married. That contribution the man made for her wedding should have been her graduation gift.
That's it. Just leave that.
Then after you see like, oh, you graduated from that employment. And right from that point, like Ajovi said, if you have respect for your husband, you yourself should have started making plans of leaving that job. Because, you see, sometimes I say that what you don't want people to do to you, don't do it to somebody else. If it were you, and you knew that this husband of yours has a sugar mommy that she was working with,
how would you feel?
How would you feel if your husband is justifying why he still has to continue working with that sugar mommy in his establishment, knowing very well that he has the competencies, the abilities to move on and work elsewhere? You don't feel good about it. And I'm all for, look, listen, sometimes the love we throw about, you see, when you truly love somebody, the love is not only about the butterflies and maybe the sex and then the intimacy, and that's not, look, love comes with a lot of responsibilities. You have rights, you have responsibilities. You show respect in order to also be given respect. You know, you are empathetic towards the other person. You put yourself in the other person's shoes. So if you are throwing the love around, like, oh, I love him, you think that, oh, because I haven't, maybe after the wedding, I haven't slept with him yet. And I'm actually putting the yet in capital letters, because if you keep staying, there's going to happen. It's going to happen out of gratitude. It's going to happen out of, oh, maybe just because of old time's sake. It's going to happen because, you see, we are human beings. Let's not be playing with things. You see, sometimes when you see your man, maybe some girl bees dance around your man, and you're like, oh, this girl, you're like, oh, me, I'm strong. Yeah. This girl, I know she likes me, but who are you kidding? Oh, me, my Bible is strong. I'm a strong Christian. This person is a person of the world. We can't be equally yoked. So, don't worry. I'm just helping him. I'm just helping him to come to Christ. Before you say Jack, both of you are on the other side. So let's not be dancing around these things. So my take is that, my dear, like my sisters have said, after the man paid your graduation package, you should have just planned your exit beautifully out of respect for your husband. But since you failed to see that opportunity and now it's being presented to you, urgently plan your exit. Because if you stay there within the next 30 days, you won't be able to hit your chest and say, I love my husband anymore. That's all I can tell you.
Because you will fall back.
You will fall back.
Yeah. There's always a weakness for an ex.
There's always, and sometimes a fallback is not even intentional. It's like he knows you, you know him. He knows the kind of things he can do to make you happy, to make you excited. All it takes is a little moment of weakness, and then you'll be back where you started. And if you're not careful, once you fall back, you can't tell him to stop again, because you've already defiled your marital home. So I think that let's not play with fire. There are some games, let's not play with it.
All right. So we have some messages here. These are messages from our Facebook page. Imora Nafik says, if you truly love your spouse as you claim, your best option is to resign from your job. When one door closes, another one will open. Don't fall for your boss's threat or sweet words. I think they are threats, actually. I don't think there's anything sweet about if you don't do it, blah, 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 blah. Grace May, tell your husband everything and don't be afraid to walk away from your boss. Remember, you are now a married woman. David Hudanu, You enjoyed the financial benefit without a backup plan. Now face the consequences with your courage, because I still can't understand that she was, benefiting a lot and she's still worrying about, I'm afraid to be unemployed.
I think she might have gotten married not because solely of love. Maybe she got to the age where she felt, I think it's time I get married. Because let's even put the respect aside. If you really, really, really are in love with this person, when you're in love with someone, you don't want to have anything to do with your ex. You don't want anyone to touch you. Somebody touches you and it feels like, why are you touching me? You know? So I don't think that it was even love. Like, it was a thing of, oh, I've been with this man, older man, for some time. He's helped me financially, my family, It's time I move on to the next stage.
Or maybe the man checked the boxes.
Yes, yes.
Or maybe the husband checked the boxes. You look at the husband and say, okay, this is a nice man.
Exactly.
He's well-to-do, he's working, he loves me, he dotes over me. So this is the right time for me to move. Yeah. But she doesn't understand the real essence of what love is.
Exactly.
And those vows,
forsaking
all others. You see, sometimes those vows, when we are mentioning them,
on my sister.
You see the vows, forsaking. You see, when they say they didn't say not having sex with all others, they forsaking. You see, when you forsake something, it means that you have nothing to do with all others.
Yeah.
Especially where you have been before. Oh, that one should be a haram. It should be a taboo.
You should not think of it.
You should not think of it. And you see, that's why I keep saying, when it comes to things of ex, and and in this case, the ex is in a superior position.
Yeah, so there's a bit of cohesion.
The ex is in a superior position.
So there's a power imbalance.
There's a power imbalance there, So when you come to work and your ex wants to even force himself on you, you can't even refuse in a certain way. You have to be tactful about your refusal.
Yeah. Right. So, Kofi Jennifer is saying, Madam, the only option here is to quit and start looking for another job. Paulina answer, resign quickly and never look back. Once you do, the grace in your marriage will flow. Trust God to provide another source of income.
Yeah.
And Bernard Osei, resign and continue loving your husband in peace. Another job opportunity will come your way. If you're Arthur, you should have seen this coming. The moment you agreed to stay until you found the man, you should have planned your exit. Leave the job, but first tell your husband the truth. But wait, is your husband okay with the fact that you are dating your married boss? Well, we don't know.
I don't think he knows.
We don't even know that the boss is married or not.
That's not even the reason.
Do you understand?
The husband doesn't even have to know anything.
Yes. So
let's move on.
I don't think, I don't think it's stated if he's married or not. It could have just been a relationship that she thought, oh, okay, yeah, I'm in love with this person at this moment. But it's just wrong that probably he's old or probably he's my boss.
Yes.
And anyway, Paradise Kwame is saying, Adom, please resign respectfully and immediately. Wamade Paradise, stand your ground and let your husband help you start a business. How can your boss be so selfish? I think
you can't even blame the man.
No, the man is not being selfish.
No. Apart from you can't blame the man.
He is,
I feel like he's been selfish.
Why?
One. And number two, they had a contract.
We had a contract. How
Written
are you
way.
getting?
No, they had a verbal contract.
Not an agreement.
So he crossed the line.
No, hold on, he didn't.
He did.
No, he didn't.
He's clearly being selfish.
He paid for the wedding. Was it part of the so-called contract?
Do you know?
He paid for the wedding.
Hold on. At the point, no, hold on.
That's your graduation. That's your graduation fee.
He wasn't entitled.
He wasn't entitled. So because he wasn't entitled, she didn't ask him to pay. This is what you're doing for me for parting ways. People do it. A lot of people do it.
I didn't force you.
Even
people do it. There are still a lot of people. You don't get the peswa when you're
That's what I'm saying. So people do it, and that's okay.
Hold on.
And that's okay because even in relationships that does not involve maybe an older person or something. Some people will still do things for you because of the relationship we had.
Yes, and I'm honoring it.
Okay, I'm just honoring the relationship. You've been great. It didn't work with us, but I want to do something great for you. I want to do something nice for you.
So Chris, I think that the man is not being selfish.
He is.
Whether we like it or not, when it comes to relationships, we all behave like children. When I'm saying we all behave like children, when you have a baby, the baby will push your limits. Sometimes you have to crack the whip so the lady will know, your baby will know where to draw the line. But if you don't draw the line, they'll keep asking for more. It's normal. Every human being does that.
But that doesn't mean you're not being selfish.
Let me finish. Every human being does that. But my thing is that, listen, why are you saying, look, the man is married to another woman for goodness sakes, and is doting over you, spending on you.
No,
you didn't call that selfish.
We don't know. It was not said here.
We don't know if he's married.
His boss.
Yeah, but just
but
the
we
boss.
don't know if
We
the
don't
boss
know.
is
He didn't say whether he's married or not.
Yeah, that's what we are saying.
We don't know.
Exactly.
But the thing is that, you see, my problem is that, you see, where you have been before. So, for instance, something that you are familiar with, that you have been before, like Ethel was trying to say, it's not always just a physical arrangement. There's an emotional bit to it.
Yes.
There's a mental bit to it.
Yes.
That is why we have couples who are even married. They go through divorce, then they date again, and even come and get married again.
Yes, but
because there's history.
Yes, but this one is saying,
No.
I don't want to do it.
No, hold on.
I want to ask you a question when Rosie is done.
Okay.
Yes,
Then you
you
can
see,
continue
because
with the
there's
comments.
history. So if there's history, there's nothing wrong with maybe because of history, oh, this is how I'm feeling. Or maybe, can I get this? Oh, can I get that? But the thing is that, you see, the reason why I'm tempted to think that the man is married is that, why was that agreement there? That, okay, when I find somebody that I can marry.
Maybe he's a man who doesn't
so
want
it's
to get
two
married.
things. Either he's a man who doesn't want to get married, or he's a man who is incumbent, who is married to another woman, or he's a man who was purely just using you, and you're not the person that he really wants to get married to.
No, he wasn't using
But
her.
whichever, hold on. I'm saying, hold on. I'm saying that there are three options. I'm saying that there are options. I'm saying that either it's a man who is married, a man who doesn't want to get married, he just wants to enjoy himself, or a man who is enjoying you as it is, but is not ready to commit to you. Yeah, people like that.
Yeah.
So that's what he's not ready to commit to you, but he's ready, wants to enjoy everything that comes with it, but he's not ready to call you his own.
Yes.
So he will rather sponsor for you to go and be with somebody else.
Yes.
But he still wants to enjoy a piece of the cake. I don't think he's being selfish.
That's not
He's been selfish.
That's a
No,
different
he's been selfish.
And you see,
he's been very
selfish because you have put yourself in
I
a
like
position.
that. That's the
You see,
statement.
you have put yourself in a position where he can ask for more.
Exactly.
You see, if you
No,
had
but
left
I
the job,
agree.
you'll be able to ask for more.
No, but you
Yes.
see, this,
He's
at
selfish,
the
but
same
So you are dancing in front of him every day.
At the
Something that
same
he was
time, too.
attracted
I
to.
think
No, you
that-
are dancing in front of him every day. and you should be-
wait. No, let's agree
True.
that one thing is that he's selfish.
Yeah,
That's one.
but-
And number two, we can blame the girl all we want, but at the same time, I see power play here. And when there is a power
Definitely.
dynamics, it's cohesion.
Fighting
To actually
anybody
go
to
on
say
a
it.
break. We have to go on a break. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a quick break because this has been a very heated argument, and we'll come back and read the second letter.
Kudos. Remember what I told you. Whenever you face a challenge, never chicken out.
Just eat the chicken.
Use Kivo 100% natural 3-in-1 mix of ginger, garlic, and onion powder for steaming all your delicious meat, fish, and chicken, and also good for stews and soups. No salt, no MSG, no preservatives. It's 100% natural 3-in-1 mix.
I'm a match winner. But the real champion is Kivo 100% natural ginger, garlic, and onion powder. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
All right, guys, you are welcome back. It's still Sister right here on Channel 1 TV and City 97.3 FM. So we have our second letter we are going to be going through. The sisters are all heated up from the first. We are all heated up, actually, because we don't, today for the first time, we're not agreeing to disagree. But yeah, we will just get straight into the second one. Dear sisters, I know what I'm about to share may sound shocking, but I need to be honest. I'm a married woman with a 5-year-old son. My husband and I have been married for 7 years, but for the past 3 years, he's been living in the UK because of work. We were so much in love and things were good until I reconnected with my ex-boyfriend.
Please, ex-boyfriend is selfish.
The man I almost married. At first, it was just conversations, but one thing led to another, and we started dating, even though we were both married to different partners. Ooh. Ew. He has a wife and 2 children, and I must admit his wife is a very beautiful woman. For nearly 3 years now, we've lived a double life. We go on vacations attend parties, even old school gatherings together. And because we are both married, people rarely suspect that we are each other's real partners. Real?
Yeah.
Okay. But last month, everything came crashing down. My husband somehow got hold of pictures of me and my ex-boyfriend in a very compromising state. You're taking pictures? You're cheating and taking pictures?
Yeah. You sound like a pro.
like you're cheating and taking pictures. Like, what do you expect?
You don't know.
He confronted me. Wow. He confronted me, called me a cheat, and told me he's deeply disappointed. He's now given me two options: either I leave him, or I should consider our marriage over. Sisters, here's where it gets more complicated. I'm pregnant. And the child is for my ex-boyfriend. He has asked me not to get rid of the baby. And honestly, I don't think I can. The truth is, I love my husband. How? But I also love my ex-boyfriend. Wow.
Wow.
I don't want to lose either of them.
Lord Jesus.
But I know I've made a huge mistake. I feel confused. I'm ashamed and torn between two lives. Please, sisters, what should I do? How do I face my husband, my son, and this pregnancy? An anonymous, confused wife. I'm confused. I'm literally confused for the wife.
You know that's exactly what I was thinking about.
She's not entitled.
No, she is entitled. You want your husband, you want your ex.
Yeah, you want everything.
But that does not make all women entitled.
No, hold on. I'm just saying that in this life, every action that you take, it comes with consequences.
Thank you.
Whether written or unwritten.
That's true.
You see, that's why sometimes they say the Bible says, confess your sins, you'll be forgiven, they're forgiving you. But the consequences are the consequences you get it.
Right.
So that's why we were saying in the first story that, Charlie, there are consequences. These are the consequences of your actions. This one too, this action that you've taken right now, there will be consequences.
There will be.
You've married nicely for X number of years.
5 years.
Your husband has traveled for job purposes. You claim you are loving and everything. And you see, I know a couple who their marriage has pretty much...
Okay, married for 7 years actually.
Yes.
But the husband has been away for 3 years.
Yes. They got married here. The lady has traveled and is pretty much there. The man is here. They've been married for, if I'm not mistaken, for about 2 decades. And it's so beautiful to watch them. So the thing is that when the foundation of the marriage is solid, and both of you love and respect each other, like I keep saying that, the love, when it comes and sometimes it grows, you are not even seeing the love inside. But when the respect is there, you realize that it sustains what you have. Because days where you are low, that respect bit is what comes up to sustain what you have until it rekindles again. Now, he's traveled, he's doing everything. And you see, the moment I hear that somebody, because the spouse is not around, and you go back to somebody else, I get annoyed, especially when it's an ex. I don't get it. I don't get it. Somebody you've been with, the person didn't marry you. The person didn't think you worthy of settling.
Of marriage, yeah.
Now you have moved on, you settled with somebody, you have a beautiful family.
And a child and all that.
Your children, everything, nothing has happened. Then just because the person is not available momentarily, then you decide to now come and play with this kind of fire. And you expect that because you started it 1 month, nobody saw, 2 months, nobody saw, 6 months, nobody saw, you suddenly think you are smart and you can beat the system. So, like you said, I said this thing here before that when married people are cheating, because
you never know.
The woman is wearing a ring, the man is also wearing a ring. Yeah. So when you step out, everybody assumes that the ring is for both of you. So nobody is even looking at you funny. That, hey, who is this? If you see a married man dating a small girl, everybody, hey, who is this small girl? And vice versa, hey, who is this sugar mommy? It's very obvious. But when two married men are at it, sometimes, unless you know them personally, you might not tell. So because you've beaten the system for about 4, 5, 6 months, you think you are smart. But this is it. Every action, eventually, the consequences, you need to live up to those consequences. So I'm just saying, look, my dear, you are even lucky that your husband has given you an option that involves him still staying with you. You are lucky that he has even thought of like, okay, either you do this or this, and that other option involves him still being with you, just that he's going to be disappointed. So if I were you, that pregnancy, I don't even know how. You see, some of my, when you got pregnant for your ex, how did your ex get to know? Why did you go? Some of these things, it's like when you are playing with certain fires, certain things happen.
Like taking pictures.
You should be smart. Why take pictures?
In compromising?
Look, I don't condone abortion and things, but if it were me, even though I'll never find myself in such a situation, but if it were me, before I even figure out what to do, I would have gone to terminate it. I would have quickly gone to the hospital and done the needful before I even acknowledged the fact that I was even pregnant. Because this one is... where is she taking this to?
She wants to keep it, to have a piece of the man.
For what?
Wow.
No problem. If you want to keep it to have a piece of the man, then please be ready for your divorce, and it will not be pretty. It will be very ugly. Be ready to possibly even lose custody of your children. It will not be pretty. It will be very ugly. Be ready to also face a lot of backlash from the other wife of
in
your
the public,
ex.
yeah.
It will not be pretty. It will be very ugly. And be ready for public ridicule. It will not be pretty. It will be very, very ugly.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. So, Ajovi, do you think every woman is cut out for long-distance relationships?
No.
I don't think so.
So, do you think she falls into that category?
I don't think so. Again, I'm the girl next door. My advice is based, or my comments
That's all
are
of
based.
us. So the show is based on all of us being next door girls. It's true.
Yes.
We are just ladies with strong opinions.
Exactly.
So no need for a disclaimer.
Oh, no, I need to.
No, that's
I
what
need to. Because I won't be nice. I don't intend being nice. I don't intend sugarcoating. She said she is ashamed. She should be ashamed of herself. She's one of the reasons why men say women are evil. She should be ashamed. She shouldn't. She didn't send this letter because she's confused. She wants to see if, there are a bunch of women who will say, oh, you did this because of this. And then she'll go like, I didn't even think of this. I did. No. Every single thing you do as a human being, as an adult, you're fully aware of it. You know, if I do this, I'll get this out of it. She said she loves her husband. She doesn't love that man. She loves her ex. Because if you're...
That could actually be her true love.
Yes. She's in love with her ex. She's not in love with her husband. She married her husband for convenience. Okay, if you're looking for scenarios, I'm giving you. The girl next door is giving you scenarios. But this girl next door has morals, and those morals translate to standards. There are things as a human being you shouldn't do. As a woman, you shouldn't do. If you find yourself as a CEO, behave as such. If you find yourself as a pastor, behave as such. If you find yourself a lawyer, behave as such. If you find yourself a wife, somebody's wife, behave as such. Whether the man is cheating or not, behave as a wife.
It's better you walk out
Exactly.
if he's cheating.
Now, someday when you die, it's between you and your God. Right? I don't know what God is going to tell you. I don't know how the afterlife is. But there are things that you do and you ask yourself, will posterity be proud of these actions I'm taking? Will posterity be proud of that action? If this child of yours grows and hears this story somehow, some way, would he or she be proud of you as a mother? No. She's still in love with her ex-boyfriend. For her to even want to have the baby, I wouldn't say she should keep the baby, yes, because that's a human being. But I think she needs to give these two men some peace, some sanity.
And maybe go by herself. I think that's the better option.
You should just leave them.
Yes, because she's destroying lives.
I think the other man's life wants to be destroyed too, since he's asking her to keep the baby.
Yeah, son of Adam. Son of Adam. Something must kill a man. And she's unveiled herself to be that thing that will kill that man. So go on, kill that one. But this one that wants to be saved, this one that has good intentions, this one that is willing to overlook your evil deeds and still be with you, please give him some peace of mind. I said earlier that we should give men a break. Me, even in my next life, I would never want to be a man. I love being a woman. I enjoy this woman. Have you seen how gorgeous I look? I love it. I don't ever want to be a man. Because unfortunately, men go through so many things. I won't speak for them. I will never be on men's side. But then I feel their pain sometimes. This man, yes, men cheat a lot. you know, women have to endure. I could easily say my brother endure, but I won't say that.
You should endure and pray. You should go into the war room, open the Bible, put the verses on the wall, and pray for his wife.
Fire. Marriage.
But I won't do that because a part of me is human. I'm not 100% correct, but a part of me is human. So she's still in love with her ex. This husband of hers deserves some peace. Please give him that.
All right.
You know what? Just don't leave your ex. Just leave your husband so the guy can have some peace of mind.
All right. Dr. Etta, what are your thoughts?
I'm truly saddened. Yes, you know, if she had at this point started showing some remorse of what she has done, you know, but to be talking about the fact that I still love my ex, I want to keep the baby.
Baby, that's scary.
It's that whole, I'm just wondering what sort of human being is yes, because we all make mistakes. You do things that are awful, and it is at this point where you have gotten to this, you know, this is the worst that can happen. You have gotten pregnant, your husband has heard it, he's giving you an ultimatum. This is when you should be saying, oh my God, I have messed up. And now start thinking right. But why are you still talking of your ex and your husband? I'll be okay even if you tell me, I think I really love my ex and maybe I want to leave this marriage.
Or you know where you
are. Or this marriage is not meant to be mine.
Tell us something
or
that,
maybe there were issues in the marriage.
You know, tell us something that was really wrong. But we are not getting anything. You're just saying you enjoy that, you love that one, you love this one, you want to keep the baby. This one.
Women support women, we don't support this one.
This one, no, we cannot support you.
We can't support
because
this one.
When we support you, we are even supporting you to destroy your own self.
Yes.
To destroy your children. You are an awful example.
Yes.
Not just because of what you have done, but your line of
and because she might do it again.
Yes. She might do it again. She might
even the next
one.
one.
Worse. Yes. So that's the sad part for me, that your thought parting is not sounding womanly, because this is not us. We don't go on and on and on with the evil like that. At a point, we are like, oh no.
The new generation, we are solid though.
I know, right? But
we shock ourselves.
I think that she really needs to bring herself home, recenter yourself. You are grappling for too much. This one, I can call it selfish. You're being too entitled, and that will lead you into great trouble. You know, I think that you mentioned long distance relationship not being for everybody. If it was not good for you, you could have told your husband, no, this
a lot of people do not know. Have you realized a lot of people do not know
I think
that
it's not meant for them?
Yeah, it's not meant for them. They believe that because we are married, I will start acting like a married woman. But they never really think, okay,
this is not me.
This is not me. Yeah, they just believe that, okay, now I'm a married woman, so yeah, he's going to look for food for us. So
and I have to accept
I just have to accept it.
Yes, I think we should make it okay.
I would speak from experience.
I wish I would finish.
Yeah, please go on.
Right.
Please.
So that I will be comfortable if you would have told them. And I think the argument I'm trying to bring up is that we should now make it okay for people to want to say no. I cannot be in a long distance relationship. Please let this go, and that is it. And it should be okay with the man. Sometimes you have the man assuring you, oh, I will come every week, I'll come every month, I'll come all of that. So let's do this. Let's begin to, it's one of the questions we should be asking before we marry. Look, I have dreams of traveling, and if I go, can you do this? I think it should be a major thing we tackle. And I would wish that she would really bring herself to knowing that the one has to go, either your husband. In this case, I think you have gone too far with your ex, and maybe I would recommend that
you continue.
Just continue that way and let him be. I agree that the man needs peace. I just hope that he's ready to let go, because for me, I'm surprised that he has the intention of even wanting to keep her. That's a man with a huge heart. You know?
Probably because she might be doing something right at home. She might actually be a good wife and a good
he
mother.
knows her for what she's been.
And then maybe the man is also making excuses for her, like, oh, maybe because I've not been around. Or maybe I promised her that I'll be coming like every 2-3 months.
And I don't come.
And I don't come.
I'm not sure.
No, that's not the pregnancy.
Maybe that will break it
And then
off.
maybe I've not been coming. And then looking at the children, the fact that she single-handedly supports the children in his absence.
But he should
so
be
maybe
careful.
he's looking at all of that. But the thing is that he too, even though he's willing to forgive her at a distance,
yes,
when he finally comes down and he meets her face to face,
yes, he might begin to resent
going to disgust
exactly.
him.
Exactly. And he's going to...
Or...
that's another truth we're not telling ourselves.
Or...
the man is doing something.
That's also there.
You know,
or he can also have his own family there.
Back to your thing or your question of long distance not being for everybody. I would speak personally as from experience. When I was in a long distance situation, I saw it from the angle of, oh, he's going to look for food for us. So I was okay with it.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I never had any fling with anybody, not even a hug.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I like it.
I didn't think I was that solid.
I enjoy it.
Yes.
I enjoy long distance.
It's not for me.
Yeah. So I think it's a thing of, you know, morals and standards. And saying,
yourself.
okay, I can't cross this line, I can cross that line. Yeah.
All right. So we have some messages here. Paulina Ansan is saying, I keep saying this, never entertain your ex in any way. He moved on and so did you. Why did you go back to him? You made that decision. So be ready to face the consequences. Sorry, but that's the truth.
That's the truth.
Nelly Azamati is saying, heaven will be tough for our generation.
I promise.
Heaven will be what?
Tough.
I promise.
For our
It's not
generation.
lower for us.
Cheddar Jr. is saying, so it is possible for a woman to love two men at the same time. So is it possible for a woman to love two women at the same time?
It's not.
You never know. It is.
It's not.
It is.
I don't
It is
believe
actually.
that.
It is.
No.
You know why? You know why I say it is. This comes to
There are
the
different
thing
kinds
of
love.
cheating.
Yes.
You understand? This comes to like when men say, oh, when people ask men why do you cheat, they say, oh no, you know I can never. Men are not able to love or something, or sometimes they say, why are you in polygamy? Because I love the two women.
Yeah.
You don't love
They
the
are
two
humans.
women.
I think
Yes.
if a man
Yeah,
feels
women
like
who
that,
actually
women
think
can
that
love
way.
like that.
You
Yeah.
think you do, but you don't.
You
In
can.
the
It's
real
polyamory.
sense of it, no.
You can.
I think if she was,
You can.
I think if this woman was abroad,
You are agreeing.
You can handle two marriages, or you can
No,
handle some
you can
commitment
actually
to some
love-
extent.
you can love two people at the
do
same
not
time.
love-
No,
but
you
you can
can
love
love-
your two children at the same time.
Yes, they are my children. I don't have.
So they're her men.
Listen, you can love.
schooling
Listen,
one
listen,
banana.
listen,
Oh, no.
listen.
In
Love,
marriage.
love,
No, you
love,
don't.
love is a feeling that is intentionally grown.
Yeah.
Good.
So you can love two people
At
the
the same time.
You can even love three people at the same time. But
Yeah.
the thing is that when you choose to love one person, it's
Stick
the
there.
respect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the fact that you want to stay committed to your word, your word
Exactly.
is your
Your
bond.
bond.
That is what prevents you from even allowing yourself to even fall in love with somebody else.
Yeah.
Because listen, there are times when your partner is doing certain things and Charlie,
Hey.
the love goes so low that
Hey.
the next thing in trousers even looks more attractive
Yeah.
momentarily.
That one is there.
And I'm saying that when that happens and you lose guard and you
Oh,
grow
yes.
that, you realize that you start feeling fond of that person. And if you're not careful, that also grows into another form of love.
Love, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, that you can actually love two people at the same time, but as a human being,
You can have
should be
feelings for two people
intentional.
at the same time.
No.
Yes, love.
no.
It's love.
It's love.
But just that you
It
should
may
be
not- It may
intentional.
not be, 50-50.
You know, yes.
But you can.
Okay, then
Yes.
I
It
get
won't
that.
be
It won't be at the
50-50.
same
There's
level,
some
because
love
even
for
among
this
your
one, some
children,
love for
you
that
love
one.
all your children, but you can't tell me that you love all your children at the same level.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
in that case,
It
then
comes,
we have to-
it oscillates, so you can't love. But I think
I think it's the
love
same
is
thing with polygamy
And
and
also considering the fact
polyamory.
that women,
Yes.
we are drawn to attention.
Yes.
If you should
So
give
you
shows
can
your
love, but
level
it's just
attention,
that-
like,
Oh, yes.
oh,
All right.
Irrespective,
he
just
Anyway,
choose
I'll take
to
a
love
last
somebody.
message here. Justina Chekuma is saying, but seriously, just walk away. I can't think far about this. I'll take one last one. This is by Samuel. Marriage these days is really risky.
True.
It's not easy.
Both from the male side, both from the female side. I think everybody's just playing games.
It's not
these
even
days.
attractive.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
because people are not, you see,
Anyway,
I don't know whether the old-fashioned way, where our parents were looking for people for us, and they did the background checks, and the family sort of like trained their children to be. I know that it's better than
Yeah.
we
No,
are
it's because
looking
now
for.
we know what we want.
We know what we
Yes.
want,
And
but
we know
no,
what we will accept, what we will not accept.
Rather, it's because now we don't know what we want.
no, I think we know what we
And
want.
either,
Too much civilization
either that
leads
or
to that, leads
either
to
that or
confusion.
whatever we want It keeps changing every time.
Maybe.
And every time it changes, we think
Anyway,
that we have to change
ladies,
the flow.
ladies, thank you so much. We're not going with the flow in Jesus' name. We won't go with the flow in Jesus' name. But thank you so much. It's, today was quite heated.
You know.
I love it. I
Me
love it
too.
that it was heated. That for the first time we didn't agree.
No, we haven't agreed.
We
still haven't agreed. We still haven't agreed.
Yeah, we haven't agreed. So yeah. But anyway.
So, please, let's.
I think the next time we please, can you provide canes?
I bring them here.
Thank you so much, Rosie. Thank you so much, Ajovi. Thank you
welcome.
so much, Dr. Etel.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to say a very big thank you to the sisters for joining us today. And it's been an interesting one. But we'll take a quick break. And when we come back, I will share my final thoughts.
Kudos. Remember what I told you. Whenever you face a challenge, never chicken pout.
Just eat the chicken.
Use Kivo 100% natural 3-in-1 mix of ginger, garlic, and onion powder for steaming all your delicious meat, fish, and chicken, and also good for stews and soups. No salt, no MSG, no preservatives. It's 100% natural 3-in-1 mix.
I'm a match winner. But the real champion is Kivo 100% natural ginger, garlic, and onion powder. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
All right, you are welcome back. It's still Sister right here on Channel 1 TV, and on radio it's City 97.3 FM. I have this big smile on my face because obviously the first letter got us into a very heated argument, which we couldn't agree with each other, but in most parts we actually agreed one thing, and that thing is what I'm going to say again, that the lady in question that sent in the letter, Adom, that's your pseudonym that we'll be using on the show. I think since the heat has started again with your boss wanting to have sexual affairs with you, especially for the fact that you are now married, I think the best thing for you to do is just find another job. Just walk out. Just walk out and save your dignity, save your marriage, because you said you love your husband. And if you love your husband, I don't think you should be sending us this letter, honestly. I think you should just do the right thing by walking out. Just walk out of that workplace and save yourself and save your marriage. And in the first place, I don't think you should have, had anything to do with him, but you trusted him. And things happen. Things happen. And whatever has happened. So the fact that he's going back on his words, saying, I'm going to leave you to continue with your marriage when you get married, and now he wants you back again. Nah. The best thing for you to do is, save your sanity by walking out. Save your marriage by walking out. Just the little dignity that remains, just save it by just walking out. That's the only thing I would say. And now with the second letter, oh Lord. Lady, thank you for sending in your letter. Even though it's just so complicated. It's so complicated. Your case actually shows me there are a lot of people out there that might not be ready for marriage, but find yourself in marriages. And this is what happens when you are not entirely ready for marriage, when you can't speak out in your marriage and you get married. Because I see someone who probably just entered marriage because, oh yes, you need to get married. And now the same person, your husband presented to you that, oh, he needs to travel abroad and you guys are going to be living apart. I think you should have made it clear in the beginning, made it clear to your husband that, sweetie, I don't think I can do this long distance thing. He should have made arrangements to pick you, all of you, go and stay in England, wherever he is in England. But for the fact that he has left you here for like 3 years alone and he's living there, yeah, it can be very murky. It can be very murky. I don't want to, blame him at this point, even though, yes, some of the blame should also go to him by the fact of, you guys didn't have any conversation. You guys didn't have any plan. I mean, 3 years being alone can be a lot. But instead of cheating, I would have preferred you to say, okay, you know what, this marriage is over. I can't do this. Maybe I cannot do this long distance thing. Let's talk about it. And when nothing happens, then you can just walk out. But the fact that you have cheated and now pregnant, that is what makes it murky. That is what makes the whole thing against you. That is what makes everybody think you are crazy. That is what makes everybody think, what is wrong with you? I will keep on saying, if you're in a relationship, talk about everything. It's better to talk. It's better for them to call you nagging than them to ask you one day, so did you ever tell your husband that you are not comfortable with him being abroad? Did you ever tell your husband that you could not do this long distance thing? Because that's the question in my head. Did you ever tell him that you couldn't do this long distance thing? Because if you did, it would have been written somewhere that she actually said this. It would have been written somewhere that she said, oh, that she can't do it again. She's fed up. She cannot stay in a marriage that the man is somewhere for years and then she is in another country for years. But in the situation where you did not, we're asking, what is wrong with you? Why do you even want to keep that pregnancy? Like, what exactly do you want to happen? Are you a polyamorous person? Are you someone that wants more than 2 husbands? I mean, they do that abroad. It's not really settled here, but in the Americas and the Europes, you can do that. It's polyamory. You can be with so many people. All of you can be one happy family. But anyway, we're in Ghana. You can't keep 2 men. You can't keep 2 married men. One you're married to, another one is married to. You cannot. This is Ghana. Let's be realistic. You have to wake up. Wake up from that thing that is deceiving you. Open your eyes. Wake up. Probably you need to talk to someone. Find a therapist. Find a psychologist. Maybe there's something wrong that we don't know. Wake up. Wake up. Thank you for sending in your letters. But if you want to send in your letter via sisterislive@gmail.com. I want to say a very big thank you to Gino. Thank you, Gino, for sponsoring us. Thank you for holding us down. I mean, if you want the best stews, the best rice, the best gravies, the best sauces, the best soups, all you need to think about is spices from Gino and, you know, tomato paste from Gino, everything Gino. Just think about it and you can incorporate it in your meals, and obviously you will thank me later. Now it's time for me to say goodbye. This has been Sister Sister. My name is Kata. Take care.
The alumni of Sweet Secondary School, SWESCO, invites you to the annual All-Year Group Awards